They are the tennis enthusiasts there, and this is the men's doubles. Of course, till the time they come to the field, we are not very sure. So we'll see those players are going back to their positions, and the chair umpire for this match is Christoph. Christoph is the chairman. All set for the match to start, and it's New Zealanders to start the proceedings. $15 love. That was nice. Put away, no question about it. Daniel King, who knows about this particular court, came out blazing yesterday, winning back-to-back 2 sets against Yuki Bhamri, serving 15 love. Divij Sharan getting the first feel of the ball in the Davis Cup match. 30 love.
30 love.
Good deep serve. Predictable return. Rest of the job was done by the Kiwi partner. If you can go for a good first serve, that's exactly what Daniel King was doing. You get the point straight away. The way Daniel King was playing yesterday, always had a little premonition that he's the one who's going to represent them in the doubles. A lovely intercepted volley there
40 love.
from his partner Michael Venice, and it's 40 love. Look at that, lovely intercepted volley, no doubt about it. Daniel King Turner. Oh, 4 points.
New Zealand, first game.
Absolutely making a very short work of it. 15, 30, 40, and a game in within 120 seconds, within 2 minutes. So New Zealanders, especially Daniel King Turner, has been able to hold on to his service game, and they have taken 1-0 lead. Yesterday Daniel King Turner was in blazing form in the first 2 sets, if you remember, winning the first 2 sets 6-3, and he blanked out Yuki Bhamri in the second set. All of us know 6 love. And now it's going to be Vishnu Vardhan.
So a little bit of a trouble for Daniel King already. The sun is now bright and fierce. It's quite humid down there. He has his right ankle strapped, which he had strapped even yesterday. He has some kind of a
Vishnu
device supporting
Vardhan
his
for
left
India
shin.
to serve.
That's where he developed cramps. So let's see how it pans out for him as Vishnu Vardhan now gets ready
Thank
to
you.
serve.
Wait, please.
Excellent serve. Starts with an ace. Couldn't have asked for a better start, Vishnu Vardhan. His service extremely effective in the 1 set that he played earlier in the day and won it for India, making it 2-0. It's so important to put pressure on your opponent with your serve, particularly in doubles. And
15 all.
undoes all the good work done by hitting a double fault. This time Daniel King trying to pass Divij Sharan. Could not succeed.
30-15.
15 all.
30-15.
Look at this. He saw that opportunity. And Divij, Sharan, mind you, is a southpaw, so another good serve.
40-15.
Beg your pardon, 40-15. And another ace. So it's easy work for the Indians too. They lost the first
India,
game in the
1
2
game
minutes
over.
and haven't taken much more than that to win their
I think the
service
batteries
game.
of the
So
microphone
Indians
are
also
empty.
holding serve.
I think
and,
the batteries are empty. from
The good news is that Vishnu Vardhan has again hit 2 aces in his service game. So going pretty good for Vishnu Vardhan. He's had a decent outing earlier in the day and carrying on from where he
Michael
left.
Venus
So it's
for
one
New
game
Zealand
apiece
to serve.
in the first set in this doubles match between India and New Zealand.
On serve till now, Michael Venus from the DAV College end. Good deep second serve, considering it was a second
15
serve, it
now.
was a very good serve. And just the job was done at net by Daniel King Turner. 15 love. In
30 love.
outside, 30 love. Divij Sharan, who has made a debut, yet to come out with a correct shot. Oh, the intention was good on the sidelines.
love.
That's a very productive shot in the doubles, but couldn't be implemented to its perfection. So, in no time, 40 love, 3 game points for the Kiwis.
Game.
It's over.
New Zealand leads
Two-
2 games to 1.
2 games to 1. All the 3 have served very well.
So absolutely, Nursing, it's not all a question of strength, it also is a question of skill and touch. And you're right, the doubles players are born, you have to have that fine touch, the last flick of the wrist, which puts your opponent off. And there it is, Divij Sharan serves for the first time and serves well.
15 love.
15 love. So a specialist doubles player who's come into the Indian side, ranked 94 in the world. This was a mishit from Michael Venus, not in control of that shot at all. He was trying to go for an inside out. He had a player to beat in Vishnu
30
Vardhan there
love.
at the net. Couldn't control it at all. 30 love. And this time very well done there by Daniel King. He saw Vishnu Vardhan move to his right,
30-15.
found the space and easily dispatched that for a two-handed backhand cross court. 30-15. And the longest rally thus far in Indians coming out on top. And there was that Nursing's touch that we spoke about. Divij Sharan completely in control of those deft volleys on the net.
40-15.
Really never looked flustered. Look at that. The ability to keep the ball in play on court and go, consistently go on and on and on with it till your opponent makes a mistake. So it's game point India. That was easily
India.
done. So that's what a good serve can do for you in doubles. Daniel King under a
Two
lot of
games
pressure
on.
just lobs the ball back. Look at that, Vishnu Vardhan in no problem whatsoever, just puts it away. So India hold their serve. It's 2 games all in the first set in this doubles.
On serve till now, 2-all in the double side. India has taken a 2-0 lead and winning the first 2 singles matches.
Point, please.
And it is Quintana again. Daniel Quintana.
15 love.
Lovely serve. Spinal cord serve. And you always get the dividend. And from the deuce court to the right hander, that's a prescription. Go for the spinal cord serve so that his backhand is stretched to the maximum and you get the ready-made dividends. 15 love. $30 love.
30 love.
Again almost a spinal cord serve. You can do that from the ad court provided the opponent is a left-hander, and that's exactly what he did. Oh, that volley went little long.
40 love.
40 love. Good crisp tennis. We have seen only one little encounter. That was a rally I'm talking about.
Game.
Oh, what
New
a serve.
Zealand.
Lovely serve. This was a well-angled serve from Turner. When Turner plays his best tennis in the morning, which he
New
had
Zealand
shown
leads 3 games to 2.
yesterday, winning the first 2 sets.
Absolutely. So you can see there's a little change in strategy by Daniel King. He was really going all guns
you.
blazing yesterday against Yuki Bhamri,
Thank
particularly
you.
in the
Seats
first
quickly,
2
please.
sets.
Thank you.
And really, Yuki was put to a lot of trouble. But today he's more controlled and he's more focused on the direction rather than the pace on the serve. As Vishnu Vardhan now gets ready to serve. There you are. Vishnu Vardhan really not about the fastest of serves, but angled so well, angled so far away from a rather tall Daniel King. He has a good reach, but still nowhere near the ball. Well served, Vishnu Vardhan. The idea was good, and yes, it has
15
landed in.
all.
No, just out. That lob landing just out of the baseline. 15 all. That's Divij Sharan at his very best. That's Divij Sharan at his forte. Fine wrist, drops it very, very short. Made Daniel King run, and that soft touch
30-15.
forcing an easy lob from Daniel King, which was easily disposed in the follow-up by Divij Sharan. So Divij Sharan showing glimpses of his famed doubles ability. Look at that. That's craft work on the net. Complete control, did not do anything more than was necessary, and places it at a beautiful angle. Look at the angle that he gets.
40-15.
Look at that. Difficult to get more acute than that. Again, what a fine
India.
serve that was. As I said, Daniel King is a tall man, has a fantastic reach, and see how much he had to stretch
3
to just
games all.
reach it. So Indians holding their serve rather easily, as has been the case with all 6 games. The serve has been held rather easily, and it's now Michael Venus's turn to serve, as it's 3 games all in the first set in this doubles match. Vishnu Vardhan really serving very well, as is Daniel King.
Now the things have started hopping up, because if it is first 6 games have gone to the server, it's 3 games all. Any breaking serve from this point onwards will be very, very crucial. But Daniel King won it. 15 love. There was a bit of a rally.
15 love.
Ding dong rally in front of the net. Close quarter combat, as you can notice. And this one is netted there. This point, he's going for his second serve now, Michael Venus. $30 love. While I mentioned second serve after 3 games all, while the opponent is serving, doing his second serve, there's could be well thought of getting inside by a step or so to take the serve early.
Net first service.
Out.
40 love. Michael Venus is the rookie.
40 love.
And if he's going for his second serve, that is the little bit of a window of opportunity which must be capitalized. 40 love. That hasn't happened so far, but that's the way to go forward. 3 game points. So game to Michael Venus. Michael Venus won his service game as easily as, of course, his other senior partner. What I was telling her, saying that when it is 3 games all, when the rookie is serving out against you, not of course the turner king, then when he's going for his second serve, that is the time probably to take little extra risk, because in any case the server is winning his games. So that's what I was trying to point out.
Absolutely. So I think both sides taking time to settle down. Now with 7 games behind them, they seem well settled. Divij Sharan serving now, and facing him is Daniel King. That's a good serve. That's a good serve. See how much Daniel King had to move. Came straight at his body, cramped for space.
15 love.
So as Nursing points out, as a left-hander you certainly have an advantage. So making the most of his left hand, Divij Sharan serving again. Again the left hand coming into play. There was not much pace on the serve. See how well angled it was. It will be seen in the replay how far it went away from Michael Venus, who really stretched full length to just reach it.
30 love.
This one, the idea was very good. He realizes that Daniel King is a right-handed player, so it is always beneficial if you go for the central line. And there, Daniel King making a mistake. He saw Vishnu Vardhan move to his right, tried to capitalize on the space created on Vishnu Vardhan's left, could not control his down the line. Too long. So 3 game points to India.
Net first service.
So Divij Sharan What a lovely drop that was. You can't get any closer to the net than this. Fantastic work there by Divij Sharan. Not much fuss.
Game, India.
Holding his serve there. So there it is. It's 4-all for both sides. Divij Sharan on his serve, holding serve. Beautifully. Look at that. What a fine control. This time by Vishnu Vardhan. It is not easy to have a backhanded stretched drop volley like this. Carrying it off really well, Vishnu Vardhan, and winning it for India. It's 4-all in the first set.
So back to Turner King. It's 4-all at the business end. Really business end now. 9th game of the first set. Over boundary. Double-fisted backhand down the line. Return. He's into the green area. It's 15-love. Look at that. That goes beyond the green area. Daniel King Turner. Yeah, now is the time to little attack by Divij Sharan. He's a rookie also. Very good return. That's exactly what I was saying. Very, very good return. Don't try and return it to the other members who are standing close to the net. Go for a splendid return.
15-all.
Which is just a couple of inches over the net. 15-all. So, head start has been provided by Divij Sharan. Vishnu Vardhan, can he capitalize on it? Yeah, he's also going for his second serve. Fantastic, bisecting with the two on-rushing opponents. And it is 15-30 for the first time on Daniel King Turner serves. That's exactly I was mentioning. You are at the business end. There's a 9th game.
15-30.
This service game is broken. Look at that, lovely. Very well placed. Very, very good point. Nursing says good tennis. Nursing and Birbal Vodhera has been in the coaching staff of Divij Sharan. And now the T formation. And T formation has really paid. And
30-all.
Michael Venus has really complimented well to his senior partner Daniel Turner King, and this was a very crucial point. So they have made it 30-all. Look at that last point. Lovely combinations, Kiwi combinations. They made it 30-all. This is a big point. 4-all, 30-all. Very, very big point. Again they are trying the T formations. Second serve. Now Vishnu can make use of the gallery. Oh, intention was good.
40-30.
Vishnu went for a flat and hard double-fisted backhand return. That was the requirement, but he's on a game point now. 30-40. We have seen at least few hiccups in this 9th game. It hasn't gone as flat as the previous 8 games. Indians have started showing some purpose. Again, that same T formation. Brilliant serve. Brilliant serve. T formations.
New Zealand leads 5
and then
games
went
to
for
4.
a well-angled serve. We have seen some sense of purpose in this, though the service has been held on. For the first time we have seen 15-30 the trail score, and Kiwis were bothered a bit. There's a little bit of flutter, no doubt about it, and Indians have also shown some sense of purpose in this, both Divij and Vishnu Vardhan. As now India serve, India is in a must hold situation, otherwise they lose the first set. Nursing, they are in a must hold situations at the moment.
So absolutely, Nursing. It's the serve which is the crucial difference. How well you serve and how well you return the serve. And you very
Take your
rightly
seats
pointed
quickly,
out in a
please.
T
Thank you.
formation, you have to go whole hog and try and beat the person there who's sitting close to the net in the center as Vishnu Vardhan now gets ready. Crucial game for India. Good first serve. Again, Daniel
15
King
love.
just managing to reach the serve and in no control of that return.
First service.
Oh, that's a very surprising error. Vishnu Vardhan a soft serve and then tried to rush to the net, came too far ahead too early. Oh, that's an easy giveaway by Divij Sharan.
15
He
all.
was in control of the rally. Those two backhands really angled well enough to put some pressure on Daniel King. But that overhead lob, that overhead attempted by Divij Sharan getting into the net.
Thank you. Thank you.
There, another mistake from Divij Sharan.
15.
Again,
15,
really not
30.
prepared for that one. A little late in his reflexes. You have to be a reflex player when you are playing doubles close to the net. You really have to switch very, very quickly. I think he reacted a little late. Just that little fraction of a second making the difference between a good shot and a ball netted and a point lost. And this time Daniel King is justifiably upset with himself. There was no reason to net this one. He was in complete control there. The rally had begun to warm up. So an unforced error. This time it benefits India. 30 all.
First service.
So the Indian players exchanging a word there. It'll be interesting to see what sort of a serve follows. And it certainly has benefited them. They won the point rather easily. It forced a very weak return
30.
from Daniel King straight into the net. And even if it had crossed, I think Divij was in a very good position to take that point easily. Oh, that's a weak return and Divij dispatching it rather
India, 5
disdainfully.
games all.
So game goes India's way. Indians also hold serve and without much difficulty. So it's 5 game all in the first set. And there you see the replay. Michael Venus really returning very, very tamely. And Divij Sharan does the rest. There wasn't very much to do. Divij doing it rather comfortably. So 5 game all in the first set.
Michael Venus. First serve long. To attack the second serve. Never leave your gallery, but anyway, good coverage by Vishnu Vardhan and finally nice intercepted volley in front of
15
the
love.
net. 15 love. That is the one. Nice intercept. Bisecting between the two. That's the best shot in the doubles.
30 love.
Divij Sharan hasn't got over the Davis Cup blues yet, it seems. Though he has been holding his service games all right, but too many unforced errors from Divij Sharan's racket so far. rather easily. 40 love. th game. All 10 games have gone to the server. So is the 11th game on its way. Good point. Very good point. This time Divij came up to his reputation. He played some good tennis. Lovely forehand. Cross-court return. And they got entangled. In fact, both of them
40-15.
eliminated simultaneously by the Indian. 15-40. Still 2 game points. Lovely return from Vishnu Vardhan. 40-30. Like in the club tennis, you say that I have taken a point. Now it is your turn to take a point. Come on. So they must be saying the same
40-30.
thing to each other. I have taken one, you take another. Then let's see how we can progress. Still a game point. 40-30. Second serve.
Game, New
Oh,
Zealand.
fantastic serve. Second
New Zealand
serve
did
ace,
6 games
Michael
so far.
Venice. Very good. That's very well done, in fact, from Michael Venice.
It's Divij Sharan's turn to serve now. And as Jan Bhattacharya mentioned, it's a must-hold situation for India, because if New Zealand win this, they win the set. If India win this, New Zealand still have another go at it, and they are still in the set. So, tricky situation. India serving, and New Zealand up 6 games to 5 in the first set. So a little bit of confabulation. There was an occasion last time in the last game when there was a little bit of confusion, and there was a similar confusion on the Kiwi side too, as Divij Sharan now gets ready. Again, very interesting to see which way he'll go. The center of the court or the side. Decides to go for the middle.
Now 15. Now 15. Point.
That's been called a fault. Must have missed it only by millimeters. Close call there. Michael Venus facing. Look at the way he crafted his shot. He waited and then at the very last moment decided to go
15 all.
Stephen King's right. Beg your pardon, Daniel King's right. So Divij Sharan is an extremely fine player on the net. When in control, it really is a treat to watch. Look at that. He waited for the last moment to play his shot. Oh, that's a double fault.
15-30.
Divij Sharan must be aware that it's a crucial must-hold game for him, and such mistakes at these points of time can be extremely costly. Very good serve indeed. I think that service lit the point for them. Deep return from Michael Venus, and there it was. Vishnu Vardhan pounced on it. The first attack was returned, and
30 all.
second weak return, the other one. Look at that, how much he had to stretch. And there it was. An easy volley. 30 all. Not the greatest of serves, and Daniel King had got into a good position, but I think a little bit of his rim also involved in the shot. Ball goes flying. Children in the stands are excited. Again, a great serve indeed. Divij
Game India.
his strength, that is good control on the ball.
6 games all.
Serve really angling away from Michael Venus, who all he could
First
manage was
set,
a deep
tie-break.
return really high in forecourt. Nothing very much that Vishnu Vardhan had to do. Look at this, completely comfortably dispatches it. So India also managed to hold serve. It's 6 games all in the first set.
So we are in the zone of tiebreaker now. Could be anybody's set now. Nobody has lost his service game. 6 game all. And it is going to be Turner to start the proceedings.
1-0. New Zealand.
So 1-0 to New Zealand. There's two serves now to Vishnu Vardhan. In fact, I would say Divij Sharan hasn't got over the Davis Cup blues yet, as it's known as. He had his little chances. He faced little problem holding his last serve, which was so crucial, but which he did finally. Vishnu Vardhan from that court. One all.
One all.
Very well contested. It has spanned already for 42 minutes. But I must
Yes,
say
sit down,
both of
please.
them
Thank you.
played with a safety first attitude. We haven't seen some great tennis in the doubles yet. Oh, mini break
2-1.
achieved.
New Zealand.
Half volley from his shoeless, finding net of the way. The racket angle was not correct with the ground. So mini break achieved, and it's 2-1 is the lead for the New Zealanders. Michael Venus, 2-1. Oh, he's got neutralized, 2-all. It's really topsy-turvy stuff as far as the tiebreak is concerned. It's not that who makes the winner.
2-all.
Always look at that. Yeah, it's
2-all.
always who makes the
2-all.
mistake, and this time it was Michael Venus who netted it. 2-all. Oh, so it's mini break in favour of India. But Divij Sharan is the one who's going to serve. He's a Davis Cup rookie. He is also.
3-2 India.
So very important for him to hold on to his 2 dear points to his chest. He has been given that head start, the nose ahead stuff. 3-2 he is leading, serving from the ad court. That is his strength. And they're going to change over now. 4-2, and Indians are 1 mini break up at the moment. We have seen 3 points going against the server. 2 points have gone against New Zealand, and 1 point has gone against India. So this is the second time a tiebreaker is being played. Yesterday we have seen Vishnu Vardhan playing a tiebreaker against Joe Statham. They're also first 12 games went to the server, and then in the tiebreaker that was also very well contested, and finally Joe Statham winning at 7-5. The lead is 4-2 now. It's very difficult, very important to keep the pressure up. Changing ends from the commentators box, and Divij Sharan. tremendous, lovely serve, and Vishnu was always there to
5-2.
finish off. So it is
India.
5-2. Seems to be a very, very commanding lead. The point is just 1 mini break down there. But their senior partner, that is Daniel King Turner, he's the one who to serve. Can he reduce the margin from 2-5? Serving a 2-5 in the tiebreaker. Yes, he has made it 3-5.
5-3. India.
Lovely spanking serve. Not an ace, but definitely a service winner. You require long discussions, long confabulations at the edge. Tried a spinal cord one. Finding net on the way. It was out, so it is 3 set points. 6-3 is the lead, and Indians have 3 set
6-3.
points.
India.
Look at that. That will go to the green area. Very well left by Vishnu Vardhan. And 3 set points. Vishnu Vardhan serving from the commentator's box end. 6-3 at court. T formation. And that's over, the first set to the Indian players in the tiebreaker, and it has taken 46 minutes. Indian players of Vishnu Vardhan and Divij Sharan winning it in style, 7-6, 7-3 in the tiebreaker. And it was very safety first approach was there from both the sides, and why not? And Indians have played absolutely professional. That's the last point from Vishnu Vardhan. Backhand return, and there again he bisecting between the two opponents and made it a clean one.
It's too hot.
It's worth definitely
Put it on
seeing
the floor. Put it
time
down
and
on
again,
the bags.
and that's how he created the space and put it
The
there.
other
Vishnu
ones they
Vardhan.
wanted for sure.
Vishnu Vardhan's really in hot form,
Here, put it on
winning
this one.
both the sets which he has played in the morning, and with Indians winning the first set 7-6, Indians have won both the sets today.
Start of set number 2. Good start by the Indians.
15 love.
It's good first serve from Divij. Sharan really sets up the point nicely.
Take your seats, please. Thank you.
Ideal combination for India. Left and right hander. Double fault
15
from
all.
Divij. Making his Davis Cup debut for India. So it's a big occasion for Divij, 26-year-old from New Delhi. Very sharp at the net,
30-15.
Vishnu Vardhan, and his solid form continues. Once again a nice deep serve, and then Vishnu first with that leading volley, and then the second volley bisecting the opponents. Luck of the net cord there,
That's all.
and it seemed like it was taken on the second bounce, but no overrule by the chair umpire. Let's see that again. Yes, close call. It seemed like on the second bounce, but chair umpire felt it was fine. So 30 all and under pressure in this service game, Divij, Sharan. Nice down the line, sharp angle from
40,
Divij Sharan.
30.
He's the highest ranked Indian in this team in doubles, shot to a ranking of 94 last week, Divij Sharan. And certainly a big asset to have in our doubles combination.
Game.
Nice
India.
deep serve from Divij.
First
So
game, second
was
set.
under some pressure there at 30 all, but 2 points in a row. India holding serve to start set number 2.
पहला सेट भी इस युगल मैच का जीत लेगा ये भारत। तो अगर ये मैच अगर भारत जीत जाता है तो ये टाई भी जीत जाएगा। माइकल की सर्व, दूसरा सेट। और सही मौका ताका विष्णु वर्धन ने, थोड़े से असमंजस रह गए न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाड़ी। और यहाँ देखिएगा ये जो शॉट था विष्णु का, वो बहुत सुंदर डबल हैंडेड मौका ताड़ा उन्होंने और एंगल बना के पास किया माइकल वीनस को। तो इस प्रकार से पहला अंक माइकल की सर्विस पे।
Last
और ये
30.
डबल फॉल्ट। नर्सिंग जो माइकल वीनस का टॉस है वे बहुत टिपिकल टॉस नहीं लगता।
टॉस में इतना बदलाव नहीं है, लेकिन टॉस कई बार काफ़ी हेड के ऊपर करते हैं, वो एक काफ़ी लो लगता है कई बार। तो इस प्रकार आई कैनॉट से दैट बिकॉज आई स्टिल रिमेंबर माई ब्रदर सर्विस बलराम, यू नो व्हेन ही यूज्ड टू सर्व, ही यूज्ड टू टॉस वेरी लो एंड ही गोज ऑलवेज ऑन द टॉप ऑफ द बॉल। तो कई बार ऐसा होता है, लेकिन आज की तारीख में इस प्रकार के टॉस बहुत कम देखने को मिलते हैं।
15-30.
तो इस प्रकार से एक मौका है यहाँ भारतीय जोड़ी को इस दूसरे सेट की शुरुआत में ही न्यूजीलैंड की सर्विस भंग करने का। प्रेशर रहेगा माइकल के ऊपर। और बहुत सुंदर तरीके से मूव किया विष्णु ने,
15-40.
बॉल नीचे रखी दिवेज शरण ने। बहुत समझबूझ का परिचय दिवेज शरण, हालांकि उनका अपने जीवन काल का पहला डेविस कप मैच है, किंतु कोई भी हड़बड़ाहट नहीं, कोई टेंशन नहीं दिविज को। और बहुत ही सुंदर रिटर्न, स्लो रखा अपने रिटर्न को, नीचे रखी रिटर्न को, और फलस्वरूप 2 ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत के पक्ष में। पहला ब्रेक पॉइंट बचाया माइकल वीनस ने। गहरी पहली परसेंटेज सर्व डालकर हमेशा खिलाड़ी को इस प्रकार के क्षण में पहली गहरी सर्विस, परसेंटेज सर्विस का हमेशा फ़ायदा मिलता है। किंतु अभी भी एक और ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत के पास। और थोड़ा सा बाहर डाउन द लाइन विपिंग फोरहैंड दिविज का।
Can you pick the ball up,
और इस
please?
प्रकार से 2 ब्रेक पॉइंट बचा ले गए हैं न्यूजीलैंड की खिलाड़ी। पहला सेट भारत ने जीता, टाई ब्रेक के स्कोर था 7-3, और अब यहाँ दूसरे सेट में 2 ब्रेक पॉइंट बचा लिए हैं न्यूजीलैंड के माइकल वीनस ने। और बहुत दबाव डाला इस बार डैनियल किंग टर्नर के ऊपर। इस पॉइंट को संजोया था पहले, सही अच्छा शॉट लगा के दिविज शरण ने मूव किया, और काफ़ी यहाँ देखिएगा तो ये शॉट बाहर था डैनियल किंग टर्नर का। और एक और ब्रेक पॉइंट, तीसरा ब्रेक पॉइंट भारतीय जोड़ी को। इस मौके का फ़ायदा उठाना चाहिए भारत को। तीसरा ब्रेक पॉइंट। अच्छी पहली सर्विस। अब जब परेशानी में आते हैं माइकल, तो अपनी पहली सर्विस उनकी अंदर आ रही है, और उस बात का फ़ायदा मिला है तीनों ब्रेक पॉइंट पे कि पहली सर्विस अंदर थी, और 3 ब्रेक पॉइंट बचा लिए हैं। ड्यूस। एक और
Advantage New
पहली
Zealand.
सर्विस। और अब गेम पॉइंट न्यूजीलैंड के पास। 3 ब्रेक पॉइंट बचाने के पश्चात माइकल वीनस। लॉन्ग। कोई मौका नहीं,
Game New
मौका
Zealand.
नहीं गंवाया इस
One
बार
game
माइकल
on.
वीनस ने। पूरी तरीके से नेट पे आए, स्थापित किया अपने आप को, और यहाँ 3 ब्रेक पॉइंट बचाने के पश्चात अपनी सर्विस होल्ड करने में कामयाब रहे माइकल वीनस। और स्कोर बराबरी पर दूसरे सेट में। पहला सेट भारत पहले ही जीत चुका है। गेम पॉइंट का अंक दोबारा, और यह साधारण से ओवरहेड माइकल वीनस के पास। तो इस प्रकार 1 ऑल। और अब
Take your
सर्विस
seats,
विष्णु
please.
की।
Take your seats, please. Thank you.
और एक डबल।
Now 15.
किसी भी प्रकार की ढील भारतीय खिलाड़ी को नहीं देनी चाहिए, क्योंकि पहला सेट टाई ब्रेक पे रहा था और दोनों न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाड़ी एक दूसरे के साथ काफ़ी खेलते हैं। युगल, डैनियल किंग टर्नर और माइकल वीनस। पिछली 2 जो टाई खेली हैं डेविस कप की न्यूजीलैंड की तरफ से, युगल में उन्होंने प्रतिनिधित्व किया है। और
15 on.
कभी भी अगर उनको मौका मिलेगा तो वापस इस मैच में आ सकते हैं। तो भारतीय खिलाड़ियों को जम के खेलना होगा। ये नहीं मानना चाहिए उन्हें कि वो पहला सेट जीत ले गए हैं या इस टाई में 2-0 से आगे हैं। ये मैच जीत के टाई अपनी गिरफ्त में करनी चाहिए भारतीय खिलाड़ियों को। पहली सर्विस
30-15.
अमूमन बहुत कम हम आज सुबह से देख रहे हैं।
Ladies and gentlemen, as a courtesy to both teams, please do not move during play. Thank you very
सफल।
much.
और अब 30-15। मूव किया दिवेश,
40-15.
सही मूव, प्रेशर बनाया विरोधी खिलाड़ी पर। और ये युगल खेल की एक अच्छी बात होती है कि जो नेट पे खिलाड़ी है वो मूव करके विरोधी खिलाड़ी को हमेशा डिस्टर्ब करता रहे।
Game
इस
India.
बार
New balls, please.
एंगुलर सर्व, और सुबह से नरसिंहम देख
India
रहे हैं
leads
आज
2 games 2 on. Ball change,
विष्णु
please.
ने जो एंगुलर सर्व लगाई है फोरहैंड के कोर्ट पर, बहुत ही सुंदर सर्विस हो रही है। एक चीज़ है, आज जब पहले सेट शुरू हुआ तो उसमें विष्णु
15
ने
seconds.
सर्विस शुरू करी, किंतु दूसरे सेट में हमने देखा कि इस बार दिविज ने सर्विस शुरू करी। कोई खास वजह हो सकती है इसकी?
एज आई मेंशन विष्णु की सर्व में स्पीड जरूर एंगल भी है, लेकिन दिविज जो प्रेशर बना रहे हैं सर्विस के ऊपर वो बहुत अच्छा बना रहे हैं। सॉफ्ट जरूर है सर्विस, लेकिन बहुत एंगल्स है, तो विष्णु को मौका अक्सर मिलता है कि नेट के ऊपर अच्छा मैच खेलने के लिए। तो वो ये कारण है कि विष्णु शायद चाह रहे हैं कि दबाव बना के रखें उनके ऊपर और मौका दिया जाए दिविज शरण को, क्योंकि नेट के ऊपर दिविज बहुत अच्छे हैं।
Serving with new balls now. Daniel King Turner. Getting that extra zip with the new balls.
15 love.
15 love. Double
15
fault
all.
there from Daniel. Handing the point on a platter to the Indians. 15 all.
30-15.
but compensates with an ace. Very well angled, and Daniel cleverly taking the pace off that serve, but angling it out wide to perfection. 30-15. This time going down the middle, which is his pet direction. We saw him go down the middle time and again in that opening rubber against Yuki Bambri. 2 game points for New Zealand. Nice deep serve again from Daniel. Wraps up the game, holds serve.
2 games all.
And makes it 2 games all in the second set. The opening set to India 7-6. So we are staying on serve here in the second set. Pretty much the same pattern as set number 1. We've not seen any breaks of serve yet. The Indians certainly had their opportunity in the previous service game where Michael Venus was serving. They had 3 break points but could not capitalize. Divij Sharan now serving at 2-all. Well judged. The ball was just long. 15 love.
15 love.
Yes, good domination by the Indians at the net. Solid volleys from both Vishnu and Divij.
30 love.
Divij, who jumped to the top 100 rankings in doubles last week. Current ranking of 94. Great hands at the net. Lovely angled drop volley from Vishnu. Vishnu's current doubles ranking 201. Good serve down the middle from Divij. Holding serve comfortably, Divij.
India leads 3 games to 2.
We stay on serve in the second set here. India leading 3-2.
ये सेट और अब माइकल वीनस के सर्विस विष्णु को. बहुत ही सुंदर क्रॉस कोर्ट शॉट. आगे बढ़ते हुए माइकल वीनस को काफ़ी स्ट्रेच किया इस बार विष्णुवर्धन ने. बहुत ही सुंदर बेहतरीन रिटर्न. बहुत हाई रिटर्न था दिविज शरण का. सही वक्त पे रिस्ट नहीं मूव कर पाए. जो उनकी डिपिंग शॉट करने की कोशिश थी वह नाकामयाब. साधारण सा शिखर था. थोड़ा सा लेट स्टार्ट लिया डैनियल किंगटन ने. केवल क्षण भर की देरी और नुकसान न्यूजीलैंड को. प्रेशर में है माइकल वीनस. और डाउन द लाइन बेहतरीन पासिंग शॉट दिविज शरण द्वारा. कौन कह सकता है कि दिविज अपने जीवन काल का पहला डेविस कप मैच खेल रहे हैं. और अब एक बार फिर 2 ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत के पक्ष में. इस अंक में देखिएगा सही मौके को ताड़ा दिविज शरण ने. और डाउन द लाइन शॉट किस प्रकार से उन्होंने कंट्रोल रखा अपने शॉट पे. और बहुत ही सुंदर उनको पूरा एंगल मिला था शॉट लगाने का, और अब 2 ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत के पक्ष में।
First service.
पहली सर्विस लेट, बात का संकेत कि किस प्रकार का प्रेशर माइकल वीनस के ऊपर है।
Fault.
फॉल्ट, सेकंड सर्व, पूरा मौका भारतीय जोड़ी के पास इस सर्विस को भंग करने का। एक मौका गवाया, किंतु अभी भी एक और ब्रेक पॉइंट। ये इस दूसरे सेट का 5वां ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत के पास है, और काफी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी और काफी प्रेशर अब इसके ब्रेक पॉइंट को कन्वर्ट करने का दिविज के ऊपर। बेहतरीन मूव, बहुत ही सुंदर सर्विस रिटर्न और बेहतरीन मूव दिविज शरण द्वारा, और ये ब्रेक। तो इस प्रकार इस बार ब्रेक पॉइंट में देखिएगा पिछला अंक, बहुत ही सुंदर रिटर्न थी दिविज शरण की, और ये चेस बम जो हम लैंडर पेस और महेश भूपति की जोड़ी से देखते थे, और हम कह सकते हैं कि ये जो युवा भारतीय जोड़ी है विष्णु और यूकी भमरी की, अपने जितने भी सीनियर खिलाड़ी थे लैंडर पेस और महेश भूपति, सही फॉलो करा उनको, और चेस बम के साथ इस बात पे को दर्शाया कि अब भारत एक मजबूत स्थिति में इस दूसरे सेट में 4-2। काफी ऊंची वॉलीज थी इस बार दिविज की।
Number 15.
किसी भी प्रकार का ढील नहीं देनी होगी इस भारतीय जोड़ी को, अपनी जो भी अभी तक लीड बनाई है उसको कंसोलिडेट करना होगा। रेगुलर फॉर्मेशन में आ गए हैं और संकेत कर रहे हैं अपने साथी खिलाड़ी दिविज को, दिविज कि विष्णु को कहां सर्विस करनी चाहिए। मूव किया, बहुत ही सुंदर जमी हुई बॉल। तो आज शुरू से वहां विष्णु आपने देखा होगा दर्शा रहे हैं कि आज सुबह से ही जितने भी दर्शक हैं वो काफ़ी मूव कर रहे हैं, विशेषकर यंग देखिए इस बार आगे आए, बॉलिंग किया, और हो सकता था यहाँ देखिए संकेत किया है विष्णु वर्धन ने दर्शकों को कि गेम के दौरान वे मूव ना करें, उससे काफ़ी परेशानी होती है खिलाड़ी को, और दर्शकों को ये समझना चाहिए। सो एक आई फॉर्मेशन के साथ तैयार भारतीय जोड़ी। नो चांस। दिविज शरण की जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज है, जो उनकी चाल है, देखिएगा बहुत ही सुंदर, कोई मौका नहीं दिया, और जो उनकी चाल है जो पेप इन हिज वॉक, काफ़ी फुर्तीले, काफ़ी अच्छा फुटवर्क दिविज शरण का। और ये इस बार गलती की दिविज ने, उनको प्रतीत हुआ माइकल का शॉट बाहर जाएगा, किंतु ऐसा हुआ नहीं, और एक गलती के कारण बराबरी पर आ खड़ा हुआ ये 7वां गेम। 30 ऑल। और फिर वही गलती, उनको प्रतीत हुआ कि बाहर जा रही है गेंद, किंतु काफ़ी गेंद कोर्ट के अंदर थी। ये देखिएगा क्रॉस कोर्ट शॉट जाने दिया, किंतु अब ब्रेक पॉइंट न्यूजीलैंड के पास। इस भारतीय जोड़ी ने पिछले 2 अंकों में जो गलती की है, दोनों जो शॉट उनको प्रतीत हुआ कि बाहर जा रहे हैं, काफ़ी अंदर थे, और अब ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत के विरुद्ध। और ये ब्रेक, बैक टू बैक ब्रेक, और इस बार पहली बार इस मैच में और इस सेट में भारतीय जोड़ी की सर्विस भंग, और जो जजमेंट का एरर था भारतीय खिलाड़ियों का, ये पिछला अंक देखिएगा ब्रेक पॉइंट पे बहुत ही इस बार डबल हैंडेड बैकएंड माइकल वीनस की रिटर्न, काफ़ी सुंदर रिटर्न थी, कोई संभाल नहीं पाया उस रिटर्न को।
And it is Daniel serving at 3-4. Daniel King Turner, who played the opening singles rubber for New Zealand, lost 5-setter to Yuki Bhamri. Easy work there for Michael Venus after a good serve from Daniel. Daniel King Turner, 28 years old, very experienced. Once again, a good first serve sets up an easy kill for his partner and jumps on to 3 game points. Daniel.
New Zealand.
Good service game. Holding serve at love. And Daniel King Turner. So the Kiwis right back in this second set after being down 2-4 and down a break. First quickly getting a break back by breaking Vishnu in the previous service game, and then Turner holding serve at love. So even Stevens, 4 games all in the second set, the opening set to India 7-6. Divij Sharan now serving. Good deep serve.
15 love.
Angled into Turner's body, cramping him up. Good return of serve this time from Michael Venus. Low dipping return, cross court.
15 all.
And it was onto the ankles of Divij Sharan. Made life very difficult for Sharan. This time it's a good return from Daniel. Once again it dips low over the net, and Divij Sharan rushing onto the net. There's that return, dipping low, and once again almost coming at a half volley, which is a very awkward shot. Very difficult to control the ball. 15-30 and India under pressure here. Good interception, good movement there from Vishnu Vardhan. Michael Venus once again going for that cross-court return, but anticipated very well by Vishnu Vardhan. 30 all. This is a big point. 4 all, 30 all. Oh, very well played by the Kiwis there. First, a rasping return of serve from Daniel, and 30, then 40, fantastic down the line.
30-40.
Just a flick of the wrist at the end, which gave it that additional angle.
30-40
from the Kiwi, and it's 30-40 break point now in favor of New Zealand. That's long from Daniel. So breakpoint saved, well played by the Indians. They were certainly tested in that rally with some lobs and overheads, but did well to hang in there.
Yes.
And breakpoint saved. Deuce. Unable to control that volley. Once again, it was a good return from Daniel. Has certainly been returning very well in this game, Daniel King Turner. Low dipping return, which is making life difficult for Divij as he approaches the net. It's breakpoint number 2. There's the break of serve. Unfortunately for India,
New Zealand leads.
some great returning of serve from both the Kiwis, and second
Zealand leads
consecutive
5
break
games to
against
4.
the Indians puts now New Zealand in the advantage. Let's see that point again. Down at break point. Good return of serve. Good anticipation, but on that particular occasion, a mistimed shot from Vishnu sends the ball long. And 2 consecutive breaks by the Kiwis against just the one by India means that now effectively 1 break up.
और न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाड़ियों ने काफ़ी अच्छी सर्विस रिटर्न रखी, निरंतर दबाव बनाए रखा भारतीय खिलाड़ियों के ऊपर, और एक तरीके से पहला टेस्ट जबकि पीछे रह के भारतीय खिलाड़ी खेल रहे थे और टेस्ट ऑफ नर्व्स था उन लोगों का। देखना है कि वे पहला अंक इस गेम का कैसा खेलते हैं।
15 love.
इस प्रकार से भारतीय जोड़ी इस प्रेशर को झेलती है, वे दर्शाएगा कि कितना अनुभव उनका डेविस कप में है। तो एक सर्विस ब्रेक के सहारे आगे बढ़ चला है न्यूजीलैंड। और अच्छी गहरी सर्विस इस पूरे सेट में माइकल वीनस ने काफ़ी अच्छी सर्विसेज लगाई हैं और 2 सीधे अंक जीत के 5-4 30 लव।
40 love.
तो इस प्रकार से 3 सेट पॉइंट
Please take your seats during play.
न्यूजीलैंड के
Thank you
पास
very
इस
much.
दूसरे सेट में। पहला सेट हारने के पश्चात जो टाई ब्रेक पे हारा था न्यूजीलैंड, अब यहाँ 3 सेट पॉइंट और इस एस के साथ एस जमा के माइकल वीनस ने दूसरा सेट न्यूजीलैंड के पक्ष में किया और ये युगल मैच बराबरी पर।
The card that we had said that it was going to be Sitak who was to play, but then they changed in strategy, so we are on here. One set all in the first doubles here in this Davis Cup between India and New Zealand, with Vishnu Vardhan getting ready to serve. Not in control there at all, Vishnu. This was an easy one. I have seen him being, caught unawares a little bit, and a little wrong-footed on quite a few occasions, in 2 minds to go for the volley or to take it on the half volley. In the end, misplaces the shot. Good serve. And this is unpardonable at this stage of the game. He really was in complete control. Anything would have done, and he manages to hit it long. Love 30. A word of advice from Divij that after the break they have to regroup. They probably had the upper hand throughout, and now this is the point at which the tides can turn, so they'll have to be careful. It's a let. This too was long. Second serve. Double fault this time. Vishnu Vardhan will have to find his focus, will have to concentrate. He is the senior of the two players in this side, and they have a lot of experience together. They have been doing very well on the Challenger circuit. But this Davis Cup, we all know, is a different ball game. The levels of motivation are very high. Rankings don't really count for very much. It's just a question of how much you can raise your game and rise to the occasion as Vishnu gets ready to serve again. Makes up a lot of damage that he had done to himself with an ace. Beautifully placed ace. Really no opportunity for his opponent to be anywhere near the ball. Still facing 2 break points, the Indians. That was a good reflex shot by Divij. Sharan very lucky to have got away with it, but then fortune probably favors the brave. Reflexly brought his racket down, got good enough touch to land the ball on the other side and wins a point. The salvage 1 break point.
30-40.
Look at that. Actually, Turner a little surprised. He thought he had won the point. He was not expecting the ball to come back, and the shot that he hit in a hurry did not really go very far. So another break point to salvage for the Indians. Good enough serve, but Michael Venus making a mistake this time in a hurry to finish it off. Nothing very great about the serve. He was in a good position to return it, so it's deuce. Indian camp would be relieved. No team likes to be, or no individual likes to be broken in the opening game of a crucial set like this one is. So there Michael Venus knows, he's upset with himself. He knows he's made a mistake. By Michael Venus. He had Vishnu and Divij in all sorts of trouble there. Vishnu Vardhan had to run around and cover the court. Look at this. Anything he could have done, he just had to get it past Divij and goes into the net.
Advantage India.
So it's advantage India. There it is, the Indians win the first game and hold their serve. Did very well, they were 2 break points down, really staring at a break very early in the set, but did very well. Extremely solid tennis there, percentage tennis, no mistakes. Idea is to avoid mistakes, keep the ball in play, ensure that your serves don't go bad, and the results will come as they did come for Indians this time. So Indians are a game up in the third set here, after the first set having been won easily by them and having lost the second. So score currently now 1-0 in India's favor. Have a look at the last point again. Look at this. This was the New Zealanders' undoing. There you are. Both players, both New Zealand players, really stuck on their backhands, and Vishnu Vardhan in complete control there. Both Indian actually covering both sides of the net, and finally point coming India's way. This one from Divij is long.
15 love.
So there is a little bit of consultation on between Michael Venus and Turner as he gets ready to serve. Daniel Turner. Good serve. Divij Sharan again on his backhand, as would be expected from a seasoned campaigner like Turner, attacking Divij Sharan's backhand, trying to go down the middle and reaping good rewards for his good serve. Double fault there by Daniel King. So now Daniel King under all sorts of pressure. He's just hit a double fault. And he follows it up with a very decent serve again on Divij Sharan's backhand. Divij not really in control and netting the ball. He really had to hurry to reach the ball. Too close to his body, really in no position to play the shot. So Turner serves with 2 game points. That's an excellent return. It was a fine serve, angling very far away from Vishnu Vardhan. Manages to reach it and angles it back again, making it extremely difficult to return for Turner. So India save a point, and New Zealand still have a game point as Turner gets ready to serve to Divij Sharan this time. That was a very tame return from Daniel King. It was a good serve on Divij Sharan's backhand. Return was good. Turner in no position to put it back.
Yes.
All he manages is weak return on. Look at that in the forecourt, and all Vishnu had to do was dispatch it. So Indians will be happy. It's deuce now. Oh, this time again the reflex shot from Divij Sharan going into the net. Actually, the angle not good enough on his racket to let the ball fly over the net. Divij is a specialist doubles player, and I do feel that Turner is not a specialist doubles player. He does not look a natural doubles player. On many an occasion he's been wrong-footed on the net. And this time Michael Venus does a good job. So there it is, the game goes the New Zealand way. It's 1 game all in the third set between India and New Zealand. Both sides managing to hold serve. New Zealand having to struggle a little bit, but holding their serve finally. So it's 1 game all.
So it's 1-all in the third set. It's a 1 set all, or 1 game all in the third set. The Indians, of course, almost lost their very first service game. They were trailing love 40, and if you are trailing love 40, you have to get 5 points from that point onwards, which of course Vishnu Vardhan did and managed to hold on to his service game. That's the story in set 3. First 2 sets have been shared. Now it's the chance of Divij Sharan. First serve little long. Good first serve. Divij Sharan still hasn't got over the Davis Cup blues. He's not playing his natural rhythm. But Vishnu Vardhan this time a smart serve, and Vishnu Vardhan did the rest in front of the net. Nice intercepted volley. 15 love. Sun has really come out with all its glory at the moment. It's just past 3 o'clock. This match has spanned for 1 hour 45 minutes already, and we are in the set number 3. 30 love.
30 love.
Good serve in the sense which was in Mike Venus's backhand. Stiff one, and his backhand cross court finding net on the way. 30 love. It's again like the first serve, just beyond the service line. Daniel Turner King is the receiver. Oh, double-fisted backhand,
40 love.
almost from the neighbouring court. 40 love. After a long time, Divij Sharan has been holding on to his service game with some amount of comfort. You never know. Still a point to be earned. 40 love there. 3 game points. Oh, lovely, lovely. He seems to be getting back to his rhythm.
It's 2 games to 1.
He was. I keep saying that he's having Davis Cup blues. Every player has to go through this particular phase in life. Should be still having fresh pair of legs, and so is Vishnu Vardhan, though he has played a set in the morning in his singles match. But if you play a set additional which has given you dividend in terms of a first time a victory in the Davis Cup,
Take a seat,
his
please.
previous match
Thank
he
you.
lost against Kei Nishikori of Japan. So this morning was his first victory. Michael Venus first serve is long. Beautiful, lovely. And in the doubles, one who can make use of the gallery properly, he's the winner. And Vishnu Vardhan did exactly like that. Look at
Love
that.
15.
Vishnu Vardhan's return, and then now you will see Vishnu's making use of the gallery. Making use of that gallery, and that was love 15. Glorious head start in this game from Vishnu Vardhan. Oh, the lucky point for Divij Sharan. It was going for a sixer,
30.
but well, it was intercepted at the net by the experienced Daniel King Turner, and they got the dividend. Love 30. Spot of bother, New Zealanders. Spot of bother, New Zealanders. Can India capitalize on it? Oh, love 40. Love 40. 3 break points for the Indians. Great opportunity for them to go nose ahead and make the scorecard read in a very dominating manner in the third set, 3-1, if they can get these points. Second serve, love 40, second serve from Michael Venus. Oh, what a return from Divij Sharan this time.
It's 3 games.
So Indians have done the needful. Service has been broken in third set. The Indians lead 3 games to 1. The Indians have started the proceedings. They are leading 3 games to 1. But the only thing, they should not look at that last point, which went in favor of the receiver. Lovely return between the two on-rushing opponents by Divij Sharan with a forehand stretched to his maximum. So India 1 break up, Vishnu Vardhan to serve.
That's good work by Divij Sharan. Good flat serve, weak return from Turner. Divij Sharan does the rest. So Indians with their tails now
50
high.
now.
They have just forced a break and won it, and they are 3-1 up in the third set. Vishnu Vardhan serving. And this time, Venus, he's been found wanting on many an occasion. So many times he's netted the ball whenever, and most of the times it's been on the second serve where you probably do not face the full ferocity of the serve. 30 love. And this time it's very well judged by Divij Sharan. Doesn't really bother very much. From the very word go, he knew that the ball was going to go long. So India have 3 game points. They are a break ahead in the third set. And what a way to finish it in style. Really is a beautiful serve. So well angled, so far away from a rather tall Michael Venus. So India are
it's
now
4
4-1 ahead. It's a very good lead in the third set. And a lot of work for the laundry guys also. So it is warm and you do get very sweaty in this kind of weather. Well, full
Take a
marks
seat,
to him. He's been doing a
please.
good job
Players
there
are
in
ready.
the
Thank
blazing
you.
afternoon sun here in Chandigarh as he now gets ready.
Seats
And he'll be
quickly,
serving
please.
to Vishnu
Thank you.
Vardhan. India 4-1 up in the third set. That was a very bad miss by Michael Venus. He thought it would go long. Divij Sharan in good control and managing to read the length well. Point goes India's way. Love 15. This time Divij Sharan tries to go past Michael Venus. The loop not good enough, too much of power on it. The ball did not spin enough, it lands very long. 15 all. Again you will see that high lob second serve from Turner. This time a double fault. This could well be very costly. The Kiwis are already a breakdown in this set. This time tries to go for the angle. Does not succeed. The net caught in the way. Second serve. That's an excellent serve. This time there is a little doubt in Vishnu Vardhan's mind if it was right or not. It was close, though my first reaction was that it had landed on the line, though on the outer half of the line. So it's been called good and it is 30 all. An ace and a rarity on your second serve. And this return from Vishnu Vardhan far too easy for Turner, who just smashes it on his way to the point, and there the New Zealander doing very well coming from behind, and now they are 40-30 up. Game point in hand for the Kiwis. And he finishes off in style with an ace. Too far angled for Divij Sharan's reach. And there it is. Managing to hold serve the New Zealanders. India are 4-2 up in the third set.
Indians a break up in the third set, 4-2, and it's their chance to make it further magnified to 5-2 because it is Divij Sharan to serve. And from this point onwards, of course, India lost the set number 2. They were leading 4-2 and then they lost that set. Divij Sharan. Lovely, deep, well-angled first serve and forehand cross-court return of Daniel Turner has gone anywhere but inside the court. 30 love in no time. Good serve. Good deep serve. Almost pitching on the service line. Youngsters coming to terms. And that is, of course, is Michael Venus. That is the serve. Lovely serve it was.
40 love.
So 40 love in no time. Now he's coming to his terms. Now he's showing his Shanghai forms, Bangkok forms. Commentator's curse. Very next serve was fault. 3 game points. So winning it in style.
India leads
So it
5
is.
games to 2.
So Divij holding the serve there rather comfortably, did not concede a point and served very well indeed. All 4 serves really were very effective and forced his opponents into conceding points rather easily. So India are 5-2 up.
And that is Daniel King Turner giving a pulse of wisdom to his junior partner,
Quickly, please. Thank you.
Michael Venice, who's going to serve now. Michael Venice knows
Thank you.
they must hold on to my service game, otherwise it's all gone probably in this particular set. Oh, his intention was good. That was the space which was kept open, the gallery portion. These are the percentage shots. He got a few points in that gallery area, Vishnu Vardhan, in the last game. Not this time around. 15 love to Kiwis. Double faulting. A point on the platter to the Indians. 15 all. Love, 15 all. And a small little conversation between Divij and Vishnu. They must be telling to each other what happened in the last set. We mustn't repeat that. Oh, in the close quarter combat, firstly, finally, the winner was Daniel King Turner. That was a bit of a body play. And it was 30-15. It is absolutely CQB, as they call it, close quarter combat. Look at that. 4 of them there. And they're pitted against each other from the close quarter range. And finally, it ended up in the body of Vishnu Vardhan. 30-15. Michael Venice. (40-15), 2 game points. Michael Venice knew the importance of this service game. They hold it, they remain in this set. They lose it, they lose the set. First serve was little long. But that was a double fault. So 1 more point. If Indians can get, they can remain in this game and get it extended to the deuce. Michael Venice. Wrong court, spinal cord service attempted. Wrong side of the spine. And lucky, got it left. Second serve late is a little rare thing. Oh, fantastic! Fantastic. Divij Sharan in his element. He saw that particular area. Little backhand, lovely, crisp backhand, shortcut into the gallery. The doubles area it is known as. Look at that. Oh, lovely, crisp, double-fisted backhand. Cross court, and as I was mentioning, back to deuce.
Take your seats, please. Thank you.
That is a good serve, very good serve from Michael Venice, and of course Daniel King Turner had to do the rest in front of the net by taking the intercepted value. And it's on a game point again. Yeah, look at that intercepted volley. Oh,
New
that's
Zealand.
just out.
India leads 5
So
games to
game
3.
2. The Kiwis, so they are still there in this set number 3. They have made the scorecard look little more decent. They are leading, or rather they are trailing 3-5. Indians will serve to get that set number 3. They're leading 5-3. Vishnu has to just
Thank you,
hold on to
please,
his
thank
service
you.
game to take a 2-1 lead in this doubles rubber.
So Kiwi is doing well, coming from behind. A seesaw battle, but still managing to hold serve. As Vishnu Vardhan starts with a good serve, forces a poor return from Michael Venus. 15 love. Another good serve. This time very well calculated. Goes for the central line, angling further away from Michael Venus. 30 love. Serving for the set, Vishnu Vardhan. This was just long. Again, down on his boots.
30-15.
Vishnu Vardhan in two minds whether to go for the volley or to play it on the half volley. Finally, volleys it. Not good enough into the net. 30-15. These are the times where your maturity comes in. You have to hold your nerves. Crucial points. You've done all the hard work. And he does that very well indeed. Very fine serve again.
40-15.
So close to the net in the service box. What good control. So now 2 game points and set points to India. And it is Divij Sharan all the way. Blissful shots at him. He was equal to each one of them. Ball is done back into the court and wins the point and the set for India.
वेल लेफ्ट और एक बार फिर पहले से भापा सर्विस को माइकल की विष्णु ने
Love 40.
गेंद को खेल में बनाए रखा और आगे बढ़ते हुए ये देखिएगा सर्विस रिटर्न को खेल में बनाए रखा, ठीक पैरों में डाला माइकल के और उसके साथ ही अब 3 ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत के पक्ष में, एक सुनहरा मौका भारत के लिए। और उसी के साथ ये सर्विस ब्रेक।
India,
इतने
New Zealand leads 4 games to 3.
हालांकि शॉट्स इतने भारतीय खिलाड़ियों के अच्छे नहीं थे, किंतु हड़बड़ाहट में, टेंशन में वे अपनी सर्विस गवा बैठे। तो एक जो मौका ये देखिएगा 0-40 के स्कोर पे काफ़ी हाई रिटर्न थी, किंतु सही वक्त पे आगे आके पोजीशन नहीं करी अपने आप को नेट पे माइकल ने और उसका नुकसान भोगना पड़ा और उसी के साथ सर्विस ब्रेक।
Again, a little tentative, surprisingly, Vishnu at the net. Really should have put away the first volley, but fortunately the next ball came back straight at him. And good put away
30-15.
at the end from Vishnu. 30-15.
First service.
Once again, nice deep serve and good angle Divij is getting. especially from the ad court. Gets India onto 2 game points.
40-15.
There's that serve again. The ball swings away from Michael. Great serve again. Well done, Divij. Good serving and an excellent hold of serve.
4 games all.
So it's even Stevens now in this 4th set. 4 games apiece. The Indians down 1-4 at one stage, but there was one break in it. Quickly breaking back the Indians and holding serve to make it 4 games all. It's 2 sets to 1 up, remember, India, and they will be trying to finish this match in this 4th set, not stretch it to a 5th. Daniel serving at 4-all. Starts with an ace, and Vishnu almost
15
just not reacting.
15 love.
Daniel King Turner in this doubles,
Game.
and he wraps it up with an ace. Daniel King Turner.
Leads 5 games to 4.
It's now New Zealand who lead 5-4 in this 4th set. But remember, we are still on serve.
वहाँ ट्रीटमेंट आइस पैक का ट्रीटमेंट दिया नॉन प्लेइंग कैप्टन एसपी मिश्रा ने विष्णु वर्धन को, और उनके बाएं लेग पर मसल पुल या कुछ क्रैम्प्स हैं, विशेषकर क्योंकि सारा वेट बाएं पैर पे पड़ता है दाएं हाथ के खिलाड़ी पे, उसके ऊपर और ज़्यादा दबाव पड़ सकता है, सर्विस एक्शन में भी फर्क पड़ सकता है। अनडिसाइडेड दिविज शरण लास्ट मोमेंट तक, और उनकी इंडिसिसिवनेस महंगी साबित हुई और पहला अंक भारत ने खोया। 4-5 पे सेट बचाने की कोशिश में है भारत। अच्छी पहली सर्विस, हालांकि मसल पोल या क्रैम्प्स हैं, फिर भी जिस प्रकार से हिम्मत दिखा के विष्णुवर्धन खेल रहे हैं, तारीफ काबिल। लॉन्ग सर्विस, 15 ऑल 4-5, 1 सेट to 2 सेट अप इंडिया, और ये बाहर।
30-15.
एक और अच्छी सर्विस, समझबूझ का परिचय, अपना मूवमेंट कर्टेल करा है थोड़ा सा विष्णुवर्धन ने,
40-15.
स्ट्रॉन्ग शोल्डर्स का पूरा फायदा ले रहे हैं इस सर्विस गेम में विष्णुवर्धन, क्योंकि वेट ट्रांसफर करना उनको मुश्किल हो रहा है, तो सारे शोल्डर से वे अपनी सर्वर करने की चेष्टा कर रहे हैं। सेकंड सर्विस दिख रहा है, क्योंकि वो जिस प्रकार से सर्विस में वे मूव नहीं कर रहे हैं, केवल शोल्डर का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं। डाउन द लाइन शॉट था, किंतु देखिए मूव नहीं किया विष्णुवर्धन ने, खड़े रहे, जाने दिया। 40-30 के स्कोर पे हैं। और एक लीड भूमिका निभानी होगी दिविज शरण को यहां पर। ये बहुत ही मिस हिट, और एक बार दिविज के पास मौका था कि उसको किल करें बॉल को, मौका जाने दिया उन्होंने, और उसका नुकसान भारतीय जोड़ी को। ड्यूस के स्कोर पर साफ झलक दिखाई दे रही है कि किस प्रकार से शारीरिक पेन में है वहां पर विष्णुवर्धन। वो बहुत ही सुंदर बॉलिंग, मौके को ताड़ा, सही पोजीशन किया अपने आप को नेट पे दिविज ने और वॉली जमा कर ये अंक। तो बाएं लेग पर
Advantage India.
इस बार हमारे जो विशेषज्ञ हैं नर्सिंग, उनको सूचना मिली है कि विष्णुवर्धन के बाएं पैर में क्रैम्प्स हैं। बॉडी वेट नहीं ट्रांसफर कर पा रहे हैं विष्णुवर्धन अपनी सर्विस पे। और ये बाहर सही वक्त पे मूव किया दिविज ने, प्रेशर में डाला माइकल वीनस को और उस मूवमेंट के साथ अंक जीता भारतीय जोड़ी ने। और यहाँ 40-30 के स्कोर पे देखिए मूव किया था और डाउन द लाइन जाने की चेष्टा थी, प्रेशर में डाला माइकल वीनस को दिविज शरण ने और उसके साथ मदद की अपने साथी खिलाड़ी विष्णु की अपनी सर्विस होल्ड करने के लिए। तो 5 बराबर पर ये चौथा सेट। और बहुत ही सुंदर विपिंग क्रॉस कोर्ट फोरहैंड। और इस प्रकार का चांस लेना होगा भारतीय जोड़ी को, क्योंकि दिविज के बाएं पैर में क्रैम्प्स हैं और विष्णु के बाएं पैर में क्रैम्प्स हैं और उनको जितनी जल्दी से मैच समाप्त कर सकें उतना ही बेहतर। लॉ 15
Second service.
बहुत ही लेट सर्विस, भाग्य ने सहारा दिया दिविज का, अच्छी सर्विस थी। और ये एक सिटर डैनियल किंग टर्नर ने नेट में मार दिया। और ये इस बात का संकेत कि न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाड़ियों के ऊपर कितना प्रेशर है। यहाँ पे देखिएगा धीमी गति में
30
रिटर्न थी और यहाँ आगे आए और एक साधारण सा शॉट था और डैनियल किंग टर्नर ने नेट में मार दिया और एक और अंक भारत के पास। और ये बाहर शॉट, माइकल वीनस का शॉट कोर्ट के बाहर फ्लोट कर गया और उसी के साथ भारत के पास एक बहुत ही सुनहरा। और यहाँ पे देखिएगा उस अंक पर 0-30 का अंक स्ट्रेच किया था, अच्छा रिटर्न था विष्णु का, किंतु वॉली माइकल वीनस की बाहर और उसके साथ 3 ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत के पक्ष में। एक के बाद एक निरंतर शॉट थे, दबाव बनाया था अच्छे शॉट्स के लिए दिविज शरण ने, किंतु जमकर खेले इस बार माइकल वीनस और एक ब्रेक पॉइंट बचाया, किंतु अभी भी 2 और ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत के पास हैं आई फॉर्मेशन के साथ तैयार। और ये नीति उनके आई फॉर्मेशन को अपनाने की कामयाब रही, एक और ब्रेक पॉइंट बचाया। और अब किसी भी हालत में कोई जोखिम उठाना होगा, रिस्क लेनी होगी भारतीय खिलाड़ियों को, क्योंकि 3 ब्रेक पॉइंट 5-5 की बराबरी के स्कोर पर एक बहुत ही बड़ी उपलब्धि होती है। ये अंक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण आई फॉर्मेशन।
First service.
क्या न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाड़ी वही स्ट्रेटेजी अपनाएंगे या कुछ चेंज करेंगे? क्या माइकल वीनस डाउन द लाइन मिडिल में जाएंगे या, और ये असमंजस में डालने की चेष्टा थी, नाकामयाब रही। और अब एक सुनहरा मौका, दूसरी सर्विस है। और एक बहुत ही अच्छा मौका दिविज ने गंवा दिया।
Yes.
तो इस प्रकार 0-40 से अंक देखिएगा, गेंद को बनाए रखा और यहाँ किंतु दिविज का शॉट जाल में और उसी के साथ 3 सीधे ब्रेक पॉइंट बचा ले गई न्यूजीलैंड की जोड़ी। 3 ब्रेक पॉइंट थे भारतीय जोड़ी के पास, विशेषकर जबकि क्रैम्प्स हैं बाएं पैर में विष्णुवर्धन के। बहुत ही अच्छा मौका भारत को मिला था और एक बार फिर आई फॉर्मेशन पे न्यूजीलैंड की जोड़ी। रेगुलर फॉर्मेशन पे आ गए हैं डैनियल टर्नर।
Advantage New Zealand.
मूवमेंट रेस्ट्रिक्ट हो गया है विष्णुवर्धन का और 3 ब्रेक पॉइंट बचाने के पश्चात अपने को मुसीबत से बाहर निकालते हुए माइकल वीनस यहाँ पर देखेगा जो उसके स्कोर पे पूरा जोर लगा दिया उन्होंने अपनी दूसरी सर्विस पे। एक बार आई फॉर्मेशन, एडवांटेज इन और बहुत ही सुंदर
न्यूजीलैंड
सर्विस और 3 जो ब्रेक पॉइंट भारत को मिले थे। एक वो बहुत ही अच्छा मौका गवा बैठा है भारत और अब ये गेम सर्विस होल्ड करी न्यूजीलैंड ने और अब 6-5 का स्कोर न्यूजीलैंड के पक्ष में।
Divij now serving at 5-6. That's just long from Daniel.
15 love.
A lot of topspin on the ball, so it did dip, but just missed the baseline. Great serve from Divij, and he's done this consistently from the ad court, goes out wide and sets up an easy put away for his partner. Michael at full stretch and no problems for Vishnu. Good serve again down the middle, this time Divij. So mixing it up nicely. And now
40
love, 3 game points for India. Good attack
40-15
by Daniel on that occasion. And cramping up near the net, cramp for space, Divij Sharan. Still 2 game points for India, 40-15. That's long, very close to the baseline, but it is long. And good hold of serve
6
by
games
Divij
all.
Sharan.
4th set
So we
tie
now
break.
head into the tie break to decide this 4th set. It's going to be a test of nerves for these players here. Very, very crucial juncture of this match and the tie. And we have the second tie break in this match. Remember, we had a tie break in the first set also, which the Indians had won 7-3. Let's see what happens this time.
First service.
Let on the first serve, adding to the tension. It is on the line.
New Zealand.
And overruled by the chair umpire. It was called on the line by the linesman, but overruled, and perhaps rightly so. I think it just missed the sideline. So the first point in the tie break going to New Zealand. The intentions were right. Vishnu had stepped in a couple of paces inside the court, went for broke, just misses the sideline. So good overrule by the chair umpire. Service now with Vishnu at love 1. Good serve from Vishnu, deep and wide. 1-all. Two sets to 1.
1-all.
And a tie break in progress to decide the 4th set. Good depth again from Vishnu. And full marks to Vishnu Vardhan.
2-1 India.
The cramping in his left leg. He certainly seems to be looking better, which is a good sign for India. He is moving better. And hopefully the cramps have subsided. So 2-1 up India. Service now with Michal. Michael Venus of New Zealand serving at 1-2. In the I formation, the Kiwis. Oh, great return of serve. Divij, Sharan down the line. And once again, good strategy, attacking the serve, coming in a couple of paces inside the baseline. And we've seen this the second time in this match, Divij do that.
3-1
Very effectively.
India.
Mini break of serve, 1-3.
India.
Vishnu Vardhan, great return of serve, and he set up the point so well and missed out on that opportunity. Otherwise it could have been another mini break for India.
Pause, please.
Still up a mini break, India with the advantage in this tie break. Service now with Divij Sharan serving at 3-2. How did he miss that? And Vishnu must be also asking himself. It was a sitter.
Pause, please.
Good first serve from Divij Sharan. And it seemed to be an easy put away. Great return of serve from Daniel. He's been returning very well. And he's really stood out in this doubles match today. A mini break now for New Zealand, who've turned the tables now in this tie break and have the advantage. Up 4-3 and 2 serves to follow now for Daniel. Yes, great return of serve. Outstanding play from Divij Sharan. It was an excellent first serve, but the return was timed so well from Divij. It came back like a tracer bullet, and it was Michal at the net who could do nothing with that. So quick break back in the mini break back on serve. 4-all.
5-4 New Zealand.
Yes. And Daniel under pressure delivering here for the Kiwis. So the real neck and neck fight on in this tie break. Very tough to make any sort of predictions here. We are on serve. 2 serves now with India, with Vishnu Vardhan, who'll serve at 4-5. 3 hours and 6 minutes into this match. Very, very tame forehand
6-4, New Zealand.
from Vishnu, who's still clearly struggling with his movement here. And that gets New Zealand 2 set points. 4-6 down, India. Very well played.
4 sets. New
The
Zealand.
Kiwis kept the
7
attack
games to
on
6.
Vishnu.
New
They
balls,
know that his
please.
movement is hampered, and they just kept attacking Vishnu
No
there.
change, please.
And with that, they have won this tie break 7-4.
And he won it in the 5th set, and India finally won the rubber. So it is set number 5 about to start. And first point to India. It's Divij Sharan who's serving from the DAV college.
15 love.
Good serve and point to him. 15 love in the decider set. Divij will have to take the maximum load here. $30 love, because Divij will have to
30 love.
not only take the load, you'll have to finish off the thing in a little jiffy. Look at that last point. That's seen, watched and lift. And it is 40 love. That should give him little confidence, but the point is of the mobility. He's moving little better
40
than what
love.
he was in the last 15 minutes of the 4th set. Vishnu Vardhan, 3 game points. Good finish from
Game,
Divij
India.
Sharan. So he holds on to his service game. He's leading 1-0
First game.
at the moment. So Indians have started the 5th set in the right
Final
manner.
sets.
That's very, very important. You were right. Michael Venice serving 15 love, and this time to Divij Sharan. 30 love.
30 love.
Indians should be looking for an early break. They had the chance in the 4th set also. Tie break also. India earned the mini break first, but well. Lovely well angled serve, and
40 love.
he knows, Michael Venice knows that he has to be extended. He is required to be moved to get the point. That's exactly what he did. So 3 game points, 40 love. First point, lovely little bit of check the return. It was something, some sort of a drop return. Forehand cross court drop return from Divij Sharan. Still 2 game points.
40-15.
Instead of power, he would go for the angle against Vishnu Vardhan, Michael Venice.
$40-30.
Double fault. That's a good present. But still a game point, 40-30. And Divij Sharan, so far totally able-bodied player, he should try and take advantage of it. They can come out of these positions number of times. If we remember, 11th game, they were in such predicament. They were facing love 40 in fact. Here, 40-30. Obviously,
Game,
bread
New
and butter
Zealand.
stuff. Net court smiled in favor of the Newsies.
1 game on.
The Kiwis gleefully accepted double-fisted backhand shot to the gallery and points to them. So it's 1 game all in 5th set, and it's Vishnu Vardhan to serve, and it's a chance for the Kiwis to go for a service break.
Take your seat, please. Seats quickly, please.
India and New Zealand on serve in the 5th set. And that's a good serve. It's a miss hit by Daniel King.
15 love.
15
Take
love.
your seats, please. Thank you.
That does look a tired first serve from Vishnu Vardhan into the net. Oh, this time Divij Sharan makes a mistake.
15 all.
Trying to do too much with that. 15 all. This time, a good serve from Vishnu Vardhan, followed up very nicely, intercepted by Divij Sharan. Didn't have to do very much
30-15.
between the two opponents and gets the point easily. 30-15. And that's a very good return there by Vishnu Vardhan. It was very low. Decided to take a volley, backhanded sliced volley turn. And good angle he achieved there. 2 game points to
40-15.
India. Oh, that's an unpardonable one from Divij Sharan. Really, it was under so much
40-30.
pressure that Daniel King had returned that one. So close to the net, he had the vacant court in front of him. Hits long, still a game point with India. And that is it. India holds
Game, India.
Vishnu Vardhan slow first serve.
तो एक जादू की तरह लेते हैं और उनका काफ़ी कामयाबी भी है इसके अंदर में.
Absolutely. Now you see, sports medicine is a very, very
Take your
specific
seats,
science
please.
now, and you
Thank
need
you.
people who are, domain specialists, and which is what Dubey's are for Indian team. And there it is. Angled serve from Daniel King. Divij Sharan doing extremely well there. Love 15.
Love 15.
And this time another good serve
15
from
all.
Turner. He really is very good. He can control his first serve very well indeed. If he wants to put pressure down the central line, he can do that. If he wants to angle it, he can do that. And both of them very, very effective. He serves the first one with a very little lob and the second one with a much higher lobbed serve. This time I think he attempted to go angled, does not clear the net. And a double
15,
fault.
30.
Turner, the number 2 seed in the New Zealand side and more experienced of the two, committing a double fault at a very crucial stage here. It's 2 sets apiece. In the final decider, they are 2 games to 1 down, and there he commits a double fault on his serve. 15-30. No, that was a very, very tame return from Divij Sharan.
30 all.
Michael Venus all over it. Finishes the point rather easily. 30 all. I've already made a mention of that little contraption that Turner is wearing on his left shin.
40, 30.
That's another good serve. See how close that landed to the net and how well inside the service box. What good control on his first serve. He's certainly not as fast and as blistering as he was yesterday when he came all guns blazing. More controlled, more effective. That's a good return. That's a good return. Again, Turner in two minds. The ball dying on him. He was in two minds to volley it or take it on the half volley. Finally played too close to his feet. Not in control there. All he manages to do is net it. It's deuce.
Ball, please.
That was a fault. Close call though. Oh, that's a miss hit. Goes flying into the stands. As our expert nursing did mention, that body language has to be positive. You have to rise to the occasion. You will have situations like these when your body will not support you. You will have critical junctures in the game like this. It is a crucial match. So Vishnu, senior of the two players on Indian side, will have to pull himself up. It's advantage New Zealand as Turner gets ready to serve. Facing him, Divij Sharan.
First service.
Turner also does look a little tired.
Game, New Zealand.
So there it is, the
2 games all.
New Zealanders holding their serve, drawing level, 2 games apiece in the final set, beg your pardon. So it's 1 set each, India and New Zealand, and 2 sets each, India and New Zealand, and 2 games all in the 5th set here in Chandigarh.
New Zealanders, they know they will have to hold the serves in the 5th set because they will try and capitalize on Vishnu's little casualty, in which they're expecting him to lose his service game sometimes. Divij Sharan now. He's the one who's serving at 2 games all in the decider. No, he has been found wanting every time.
Love 15.
Because those half volleys, one is required to bend little more.
Love
And to
15.
place the angle of the racket properly. And I think 9 out of 10 times he has been found at a fault doing that. Love 15. Good deep serve, well angled, 15 all.
15 all.
Backhand of Michael Venice. Finding net on the way, 15 all. Tall players, half volley is always a problem, picking up from the shoelace. Under the pressure, you have to get your first serves in. That is the, of course, this first Davis Cup. Good serve. 30-15.
30-15.
Can't blame Michal. Look at that. Good first serve. Tough-fisted backhand inside out, finding net on the way. From Daniel King Turner. (40-15), but 1 point. The easy volleys, he's not finishing it.
40-15.
I've seen a number of occasions, especially Divij Sharan is not finishing the easy volley. He's keeping the ball in play for the opponent. That's another place where he has to work on. Very good return, high lowish return. Divij Sharan had to run back to
40-30.
see the situation. But then again, it was a bread and butter stuff in front of the net for the Kiwis. 40-30, still a break point. he
Yes.
is very poor at it. Volley, half volley, both. I was talking about his half volley, but even volley he has been found wanting number of times. And third thing is not a good finish of the easy volley in front of the net. Divij Sharan. Deuce, fifth game of the decider set, and Divij Sharan on his own serve. He's on deuce.
Fault.
First serve long. Short advantage Divij Sharan. Both of them run back.
Advantage
Divij
India.
Sharan, he was serving at 40-30. So this is the second game point he has got. And Michael Venus receiving from the deuce court. Good serve, but it's on just on the other side of the tram line. No, he is not good on these shots at all.
Yes.
Back to deuce. And they have been able to find out the weak spots there, the weak stations of both the players, especially Divij Sharan. I'll have a discussion with Narsingh later. If he's a good doubles player and if he's not a good mid-court player, these two things don't gel together. If you're a good doubles player, you have to be a good mid-court player. And to be a good mid-court player, your half volley should be absolutely spot on. We'll keep this question for Narsingh. He can't have all easy
Advantage
questions to
India.
answer. So, advantage India. Divij is getting pearls of wisdom from Vishnu Vardhan. Oh, well played, Divij.
Game India.
This game really rose at the right moment.
India leads 3 games to 2.
It's on serve till now. India leading 3 games to 2 in the decider. And Divij came out with a masterly serve in the last one at advantage. Yes, that is the last point. Very good deep serve. Lovely volleyed return this time. And that will land into the green area. So points to India. India leads 3 games to 2. And back to our question. If he is a good doubles player, which he is, winning 2 challenges in the recent past in Bangkok and how is it that he is not a good mid-court player? To become a good mid-court player, your half volley has to be very good. And so-called soft spot of Kiwi's team, that is Michael Venus. He's the one who's to serve. Straight with I formation.
15 love.
Fantastic serve. Spinal cord 1. They are aware of the immobility of Vishnu Vardhan, so they know that he cannot stretch that to his backhand to that extent. So correct serve, 15 love. Second serve. Double fault. Good presence.
15 all.
15 all. He has been double faulting once in his service games. Comment from behind from fellow commentator. They have Indians will have to attack this guy's serve. And that's exactly, not only me, even Vishnu Vardhan heard that. Bounced on that serve. Very good return. And Indians a little up at the moment. Look at that return. Lovely forehand. It was scored just
15-30.
inches above the net. Clinch fisting. So it's 15-30. 15-30. I formation. Divij is a receiver. No, that was an easy stuff. That was an easy stuff.
30 all.
30 all.
Bye bye.
Divij is a
Bye bye.
left-hander. They are in an I formation. What was he doing? The gallery was wide open. That was the space to place the return. 30 all. The hardcore coaches will always thrive this point. You are a left-hander. He's serving from the ad court here. Got the ball there. It's I formation. Put it in the gallery. I formation broken, second serve. Lovely return. Vishnu's doing well. Vishnu's doing well, and it's a break point now. Divij Sharan
30-40.
should remain cool if they make the knife
Bye bye.
formation.
Bye bye.
And if he's getting it on his forehand, look at that lovely return. Inches above the net cord. And that double-fisted backhand cross-court return. He's on to the green area outside the court. Break point. Can India capitalize on it? Divij Sharan. And they've got it. It has been presented by the Kiwis. It has been presented
India.
by the senior chap, Daniel King Tana. And Indians one break up at the moment, and they have
India
taken
leads
a
4 games to
lead.
2.
And now they have to keep holding their service game. Look at that last point, and that there is the present. Absolutely. Volley in front of the net, finding net on the way.
So India receive a break and as a gift from the New Zealanders. Turner does appear a little tired now. His movement also very heavy and very laboured. You saw that as Vishnu serves. And there he makes that little mistake there. He knew he had
Now
Michael
15.
Venus on the mat there. Venus was struggling a little bit, makes an unforced error and gives the point away. Little confusion there too. Divij Sharan tried to attack or intercept one of the shots from Michael Venus. That probably distracted Vishnu Vardhan a little bit. Love 15. It is so very important for India to hold serve here. They are a break up in the decider. That's a very smart serve. Angled away from a tiring Michael Venus. Michael Venus hitting it completely without any control. It's rather long. 15 all.
15 all.
Crucial stage of the match. A lot of confabulation on in the Indian camp on court. That was a great return from Turner, and again the weakness that Indians have on the half volley. It's Vishnu Vardhan's turn to make a
15-30.
mistake, nets the ball. 15-30. There you see it in the replay. He is disappointed with himself. He should have done better with that. Then again a good return, and again on the half volley faltering this time Vishnu Vardhan. A very
15-40.
anemic, weak sort of a shot back to Turner, who just disposes it off. So India now stare at 2 break points. 15-40. They've just broken the Kiwis, and here they are staring at 2 break points themselves.
Take your seat, please. First available.
That's very well left. Save one of those break points.
30-40.
can see Michael Venus also breathing rather heavily. It's been a long day for him too. It's the 5th set in rather sweltering North Indian heat here in Chandigarh. So heat and the humidity both taking their toll on the players as Vishnu Vardhan gets ready to serve to Michael Venus. And what a great serve and what a great time to hit it on an ace. Deuce. Bang in the center. Michael Venus too tired to stretch himself to reach it.
Yes.
So Indians clawing back into this game. Deuce. And that's another good serve there from Vishnu Vardhan. Again taking the pace off, just good control going down the central line. And as I mentioned earlier, all players facing the same situation here, all of them a little tired, all movements a little laboured, as you just saw. Turner also managing to just about reach the ball, a weak return into the net. Advantage India. And another ace, and it couldn't have come. You can see the player exulting. It couldn't have come at a better time, and India managed to hold serve. 5 games to 2 in the decider, and one step closer to victory.
India leads 5 games to 2.
You can see that in the Indian camp. There is that little anxiety of the imminent triumph. It's not over till it's really over. But yes, they have taken one step towards it. One major big step towards winning this game. There you are. And now you see that aggro that you see in the youngsters these days, celebrating that point, celebrating victory in that game. Heart.
And Dieter Spurs said something little prematurely. They must say the Indian volleys are not decisive volleys. Both of them, especially Divij Sharan, hitting the ball not to its finality in front of the net. Love 15. All. Very, very crucial. Scorecard, though little 5-3 in India's favour, and 15 all at the moment. And this Sharan serving, that's the last point, which is just going into the green area,
15 all.
just beyond the court. If India has to win this match, they have to win this particular game. Right, that was too carried away. That backhand cross-court drive from Michael Venus is again out, and so 30-15. Yeah, Rakesh Sharma saying from there lucky, absolutely, no doubt about it.
30-15.
India requires some luck at this moment. While you have a casualty in your team, it has to be compensated with some luck. All.
30 all.
Good return that time around from Michael Venus. Too incisive serve from Divij Sharan. This is a very, very big point for Divij Sharan. Very good serve. Now let us say game, set, match and the tie point all folded into one. 40-30, look at that. That goes for an over boundary, and fist pumping, handshaking, everything is on.
40-30, thank you.
Serve. And receiver is Michael Venus from that court. And there goes. And chest thumping. So Indians have achieved it. So they have won the doubles. They won all 3 doubles. And Indians have beaten New Zealand hands down. First singles, it was Yuki Bhamri. Second one, Vishnu Vardhan this morning. And doubles pair of Vishnu Vardhan and Divij Sharan, who made his debut, won it in a magnificent manner. Though it was a 5-setter thriller, out of that 2 were the tiebreakers. There's the happy Indian camp. There's a lot of flutters to the Indian camp. That was the last point. Divij Sharan's smart serve from that court. Bit of a rally, not much. And then finally, that is finally met on the way from Michal Venice. So Indians, so bad thought came some time back. You know the set score, 7-6, 4-6, 6-3, 6-7, 6-3. I was just talking with Gaurav. Gaurav said on the against Brazil in the that was against Brazil, the situation was same for Brazil.